What a difference a week makes. Last week we were out here in cold, rain, miserable. Today we had a cold start, but the sun is warming everything up. It's a perfect November planting day, and all these plants came from Han Nursery. 75% off, 50% off, you know me, the cheapskate, and plenty of time to plant. I couldn't resist. You should go to your local nursery and find the bargains. We've got some really interesting plants to put in the ground today. Let's get to work. Well, before we get these pretty cool perennials in the ground, I've got to move these daylilies out of here. You can move daylilies at any time of the year, even when they're blooming, they're a weed. They just don't get enough sun here to bloom the way they should, and I'm just going to pull them out, and I'm going to find a sunnier place for them. And, you know, it's pretty simple. Again, there's no killing a daylily. And these were some really nice varieties, really good colors and shapes and sizes. But like I said, they're just not really blooming the way they should. And I'll never get all of them. There'll be some left in here, but that's okay. But this will, oh look, a baseball. I wondered where that went. And then we'll get our perennials in place. I'm so glad to get these out of here. I actually brought these from my old garden. Trick's going to be finding a sunny spot for them. This is a plant called Aurelia, and the variety is Sun King. And I've been looking at it all season long. They wanted $24 for this, and now I'm getting it for $6. It's a shade lover, super hardy, beautiful chartreuse leaves. It's on its way out. It's fading away right now, but that's okay because the roots down below are what we're most interested in. And this is going to be a great plant for here. Much better choice than the daylilies because, and look at those. Oh man, absolutely huge and nice. We'll tear them apart a little bit. And I got a couple holes here, and in they go. And that is a cool plant. This comes from a nursery called Terra Nova, which just has really cool plants. I'm going to put the other one in, and then I found some hostas that will also be happy in this bed because they're shade lovers too. Oh, these guys are going to grow together too. It's going to be nice. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm a hosta fanatic living in this oak forest, and originally $15. This was $3. This is a really cool hosta called Eola Sapphire. Big leaves, which I love, and boy, you can feel that thing is packed in there, man. And you can see the top of it, you know, that's not the color of it. That's just what it looks like at the end of the season. But next year, it's going to have beautiful, big, strapping leaves. And there's no killing a hosta. Even if the deer eat the top of it off, it's still going to be there. And I got a couple of them. Oh boy, for all of eternity, anybody who comes to my garden is going to say, hey, I got that hosta for $3. I am a cheapskate. All right, speaking of hostas, we've got some that are making seeds, and we're going to save those seeds, and that's another fun thing for gardeners to do this time of the year. Turning out to be quite a day. I found the football. Look out, Max. Okay, so whenever we're collecting seeds from anything, we want to get to them right before the plant discards them. That way they're mature, and when they sprout, they're going to have everything they need to create a cool looking plant. This hosta is a hybrid, and so it's not going to grow the same thing from the seeds, but with these hundreds of seeds that I'm saving, I'm hoping to get one that looks really weird and different, which is a sport, and then I'm going to name it Doug's Hosta or Hosta Surprise or something. And all we do is just kind of, and they're just falling right in there. And later on in the season, we're gonna plant these in the greenhouse because they need this period of what's called stratification. In nature, what they do is they're going to drop on the ground, it's going to get cold, then warm, then cold again. That's stratification. We'll do the same thing by just putting them in an unheated greenhouse, and I'm going to have, boy, a ton of seeds in here. There are a lot of seeds in there. and we'll see what we get. The key to seed saving is the storage. They must remain dry once we get them off here. Oh, look at that. They're coming right off. So we'll put this in a mason jar. What do you think? Are you eating the seeds? This is Sarge, our rooster. Neither James or I really like him, but my wife does, so that's why we have a rooster. All right. Now I want to show you how I put the garden to bed. You know, I've never cut down my perennials over the years at the end of the season. The only thing I'm removing are annuals like this sweet potato vine, which has seen better days. The deer have been after it and it can't stand any cold. I'm going to leave this euphorbia in here for a few more days. But in the vegetable garden, we're removing the tomato plants and the pepper plants. But you can see here, all this stuff stays. And my radio partner and fellow Trib columnist, Jessica Walliser, is the one that taught me about this, that even though I was always doing it because I was too lazy to cut down the stuff, the reason we leave it up is this is a great place for beneficial insects to overwinter. We won't cut this stuff down until things warm up in the spring. Now, that being said, if it drives you absolutely nuts, if it looks like this, go ahead and cut it back. It's all right. You know, it's your garden. Do what you want to do, but I'm leaving this stuff up. I'm lazy, but I'm helping the beneficials. All right, let's finish up. Even though the nights and mornings are cold, don't stop gardening. And boy, you can get just such great bargains. I've got bulbs coming from online retailers. I'm buying bulbs locally. Shrubs and trees are still going in, as you saw, perennials too. Now, check me out online. There's lots of great gardening information there, and that's also how you can join my Seed of the Month Club. I'd love for you to be a member. Until next week, boy, lots of stuff to do. We'll see you then. What do you think?